Hello and welcome back. Today is Wednesday, March 7th, and this is episode 33 of NooBTooB, a weekly independent podcast where we impersonate gaming press and sneak into gaming developers conference just for you guys.
Today we're recording from Arzilla Studios up in sunny San Francisco. So today Sony announced Homie, which I guess is some sort of new thugged-out clothing line or something, where it's like, live in your world, play in ours, sucker!
I think you mean PlayStation Home.
Oh. Well, that's not nearly as exciting.
Reality never is. Alright, this week we covered DDR Universe on the Xbox 360 and Alien Hominid HD on Xbox Live Arcade. And, of course, lots of GDC games and news. New releases include Gra 2, which Tobin loved, yes. Worms, and Wario Master of Disguise for the DS.
And as always, we'll finish up with our community section, but let's get started with DDR Universe on the 360.
Alright, DDR.
Dance.
Alright. Yeah. Dude, I kind of feel like Wayne and Garth.
Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah, you got that Wayne's World action going on with a couch.
And the
Afghan...
something behind us. I'm not really sure about that. All right.
But yeah, so DDR Universe, dude. This is a Xbox 360 game, and it's the first DDR on the 360, and it's got achievements.
Yeah. So it's basically Asian mana from the gods.
Oh, I love it, dude.
It's like achievements and dancing.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing much better than this. So I
feel outclassed racially.
Well, you know I got the AA, right?
What?
The AA?
Asian...
Advantage.
Ah! In everything but driving.
Hey! At least I can do math better than you.
Ah, damn it.
So this is Dance Dance Revolution Universe, and I must say, I really dig it. I think they did a good job. So they took the Xbox 360, I think they added a lot more graphics power to it, because before they had all of the really crappy kind of, I guess, techno-y garbage graphics that they had before, but now it's pretty smooth.
It looks really good. It's got the same thing. You and I were talking about this before. For some reason, you can throw as much horsepower as you want at these dancing games, and you'll still see the shit where you're dancing, and like the arrows will be like, and I'm like, you can draw entire worlds. You can't draw fucking arrows flowing up a screen smoothly.
You have a dancer on the screen, which all their moves are absolutely fine, but the arrows, for some reason, they get screwed up.
Yeah, I don't get it.
And that's been the problem.
It's the most important part of the game. It's like you can turn. I don't care if the dancer's like jerking around. Like, I need to know when the arrows are going to hit the fucking arrows.
But dude, it's been the same problem with every single DDR game since the PlayStation 2. You always get stuttering on the arrows. I have no idea why. The Xbox 360 has 3 cores.
Yeah.
What?
They need to rewrite the code.
Yeah, probably.
They've been cutting and pasting the arrow code ever since the first edition. Like, fuck it, it's arrows.
But yeah, what are you going to do?
What could possibly go wrong?
So, I think there's a lot of cool things about this. They have, obviously the online play, which is a little ghetto, I noticed.
I actually haven't tried it yet.
So I haven't actually played against somebody yet, but I've just gone to the menuing system, and it looks like it's just something that was tacked on. You go there, all of a sudden, all the menus look really like, there's like one option. It's just really ugly looking, it's not themed like everything else.
So I was reading these forums, and these guys were like, yeah, it's great, I can go on the online and beat people because I play with a controller, with like the little handheld controller.
What the hell?
It's like,
that's
you fucking assholes.
But wait, how do you do the...
I mean, probably just like up, left, right with the buttons, right? You can probably
but if you look at the actual gamepad, right?
Yeah.
It's the A, B, X, Y, which are the buttons, are not the directional arrows. So you actually have to use the directional pad. Can you imagine doing the directional pad, doing like, well, how do you do the directional pad?
I don't know. I gotta try it. But they said that you can do. I mean, like I can imagine doing that with my thumbs easier than. But how do you do both directions?
Yeah, how do you do both directions? So I don't know. I think they might be full of shit. But I think Dance Dance Revolution. I mean, it's just like any other DDR game for the most part. There's not going to be that. The thing I hate about this one though, the music.
Oh, you don't like it?
It's just like techno.
It's all American music.
I know.
It's a lot of like Jamiroquai and like
New Order, which is bad. But there's no like there's very little J-pop.
I know, and J-pop is kind of the appeal. It's like nerdy, overweight people that really like anime.
I love dancing.
That's right,
but not enough to lose weight.
I love Naruto.
There's 2 people on our forums that were saying that they didn't want to buy DDR 360 because of the song list.
It's true.
So what I'm hoping though is DLC.
Yeah, so they're gonna
fix it.
Yeah, the downloadable content. They're gonna be able to add as many songs as they want.
Yep.
They can even add achievements later. So they've got that whole thing where it's like if you pay, they've got they made that thing where you can get 250 more achievement points if you pay for downloadable content.
Exactly, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. But I think overall, I mean, I'm pretty happy with my my purchase. The mat isn't the thick mat, which kind of sucks. It's the
got
standard
all kinds of crazy modes on it. Like I haven't played all that much DDR because I didn't have achievements before, but it's got like quest mode where it's like I don't understand it. Or you're going around the country and challenging people, and apparently you can buy songs, but it's not like you go to a store and buy songs. They have to randomly show up.
I remember we were talking about it. I couldn't figure out how to finish certain things. So there'd be like the goal, like, okay, get 800 audience, which you would each step would generate audience, but I would do almost perfect on the song and I wouldn't get enough.
Yeah, so it looks like the quest mode, you have to do everything in like the hardest mode to pass all of it. So I think you have to basically get really good at the game and then go back and do the quest mode. But so anyway, the game is great. It looks good. It's really fun to play. The achievements are pretty well balanced.
Yep.
They didn't do difficulty level on the achievements, which is kind of weird. So you beat game mode.
You
can beat game mode on the easiest. And it's the same as beating.
You can probably do it on beginner, I think, and still get all of the clear 60 songs.
So there's like 300 easy achievement points, but the rest of them are pretty tough. And the challenge mode is fucking hard.
So challenge mode, you have 5 different activities
there's like 8 different levels.
Oh, so there's 8 different levels, but each one consists of 5 different things. Like one is like only do jumps. One is like only don't hit every third one, or only
don't do eighth notes.
Yeah, and what was that one that you were saying I have a problem with? You couldn't finish.
Well, this one that's just driving me crazy is like you have to get perfect on every note, and the notes are invisible for 2/3 of the way of the screen, and then finally at the very end they like show up. You're like fuck, it's just like you can't.
Yeah.
It's really hard. It's really hard to. I mean, especially when you're not good at the game.
You're not.
It makes it tougher. I'll be good at the game.
Yeah.
I'll beat you.
When?
Someday.
I'm counting.
Just saying.
So I think it's going to be a, I don't know, how much more we want to really talk about Dance Dance Revolution. It is DDR. Not many people on the forums are really all that into it, so, whatever.
We may be talking to us.
Yes. I give it a thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Next game.
All right, next game. Alien Hominid.
Alien Hominid. So what do you think about this game?
So I did not play the Xbox Live version, but I played the GameCube/PS2 version when it came out. And it's pretty much a very cartoony Metal Slug and side-scrolling, and it's really hard.
Yeah. So I like Metal Slug a lot better. I was playing through this, and I played through the demo a couple times, and it's like it's got good humor to it, and the art's pretty decent, but it's just I didn't find it fun. Like it's really spazzy. It feels kind of cheap.
So is it the gameplay? I mean, is it just not good enough? I mean, what is it?
I mean, that's what it is. Is the gameplay? Like it doesn't feel that polished to me. Like it feels very jerky. Where there are these moments where people will drop down from the sky and immediately fire their gun.
And kill you.
And kill you. So it's just, I mean, there are these things where the gameplay doesn't feel like they went and figured out the timing right, where you can actually get good at stuff. There's a lot of chance where you can die by sheer chance.
What about so you think then if they maybe tune the difficulty so it ramps up a little better, or got rid of some of the cheat moves, then it'd be a better game?
It could be, but even the depth of the Metal Slug stuff, you could actually jump in multiple levels. I mean, you can do that on this, but there's not much of it.
Were there vehicles? I don't remember.
The Metal Slug there are.
No, but I meant in Alien Hominid.
Yeah, there's vehicles in there.
So but I mean, there's not much more to it beyond being sort of a Metal Slug
throwing
club.
The grenades isn't as satisfying as it was in Metal Slug.
Well, you can see it balance. That's the cool thing I like about it. You throw, you got dunk, 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 boom.
Yeah, I mean, so I played it, and I was like, we were talking on the forums, and we're like...
What did you say? That was something hilarious.
What? I said... Because before we were saying...
we wanted co-op, that's right.
We wanted co-op. It doesn't have online co-op, which, was one of the main things where if it's not going to have online co-op, fuck you.
Yeah.
But so I was talking to Yuzo after I played the game, and I'm like, I wouldn't buy this game if it came with online co-op and a blowjob.
But what about just a blowjob?
And still, I wouldn't play
I guess, yeah. I guess you're taking away your online co-op.
That's... Oh, God. Fuck that game. So I'm giving it a thumbs down.
And it's $10, right? I mean, so my thing was...
So are you going to buy it?
No. I'm just saying that if it had online co-op, I would be seriously interested and actually might buy it. But if they didn't, and it's just the same exact game that you can get on PS2, you can buy those for probably $5 used now.
Yeah.
If that. So
and if you're not adding anything,
exactly.
What's the point?
And it doesn't look like they're adding that much stuff. I didn't see any new levels. I didn't see any new images or whatever. So that would be it. I would say it's a thumb down for me.
Yeah. So still looking for Castle Crashers.
Yeah, that one looks fun.
By the same company.
We played it, right?
Yeah.
Hey, dude, you hear? So Castle Crashers is that 4-player beat 'em up, right?
Yeah.
But they're going to be bringing TMNT.
Ooh, like the old arcade?
Yes.
Oh, that was good, man.
You better do it in online co-op, bitches.
Yeah. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was a great, oh god, I love that. It became this massive quarter sync at the end because you had to fight the end boss 7 times because
you had to fight the brain, then you had to fight what is it?
No, but the brain kept coming back. So it'd be the brain would be when the dude's holding the brain, and then it dies, and all of a sudden
it comes up in a big robot.
Yeah, the robot comes up, and this big fucking brain just holds your mom down and rapes her.
Yeah, that really sucked.
That's the last level.
Yeah, a lot of quarters to get your mom back.
Made me cry as a little kid.
Mom, I'm sorry. What is doing to you?
That doesn't even make sense.
So what's your favorite turtle?
I always liked Leonardo.
Which one was that? Size?
Blue with the long sword, not katana. Yeah, this katana.
So mine was Leonardo, the purple with the bow staff.
That was Donatello.
Donatello, sorry.
Yeah.
So might as well, because the main thing, I think the bow staff had the bigger reach. You go like this, you can go. Remember that?
That's right. You're throwing people around.
I loved it.
Yeah, so that'd be cool. So if they bring that to Xbox Live, that's going to be exciting.
Hell yeah! But I think that's going to be it for the games.
Has to be online co-op.
Oh,
has to be online co-op.
I mean, you cannot come to the party anymore in Xbox Live Arcade without some sort of co-op.
Yeah.
I mean, Tapper had it.
Yeah, seriously.
Come on.
Yeah, when you get beat by Tapper.
Yeah,
that's sad.
That's pretty sad. I think that's going to be it for the games that we've actually played this week.
Yeah, not counting the GDC ones. We'll get to those later.
So, but yeah, there hasn't been much, man.
Yeah, this week's been busy. But we got the new releases for next week.
What was the first one?
Def Jam Icon. Wiki, we don't care. That game fucking blows.
But it is coming out on 360 and PS3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. That game sucks.
Next game up is Motor Storm for the PS3. So this racing game I played in Japan when they had it on PS3.
It looks awesome.
It looks beautiful and it plays really good.
Yeah.
Not enough for me to buy it.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, if once I buy a PS3, which I may, based off some of the stuff we'll talk about later, once I buy one, I'm going to go get the greatest hit version of Motor Storm because it's a pretty fun game. The only thing is I think the modes are kind of sucky.
So I haven't gotten to play it yet, but I've seen all the videos of it, and
Did you see when you're walking around?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The videos, the physics, it's like nothing I've ever seen.
The mud flies like all over the place.
You see, like, I mean, people get in crashes, and you'll be driving, you'll see like a wheel flip over your car, you'll see like bumpers bounce on the ground.
Yeah, well, one of the cool things they like to say, they say the crashes in the game, they take a lot of pride in because once it actually hits something, it kind of slows down, like pieces fly everywhere, all based on physics and everything. But I'm hearing there's problems with it, but still, I mean, just from picking it up and playing, I love it.
Physics are delicious. Ghost Recon Graw 2.
You played the demo, dude.
Yeah, we talked about the demo 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, yeah.
So I like it. I'm going to probably rent it from Blockbuster because I don't really want to buy Graw 2, but it looks good. I mean, it looks really good. I'm hoping that the gameplay is as fun as the demo. Did you ever try the demo?
I did not play the demo, but I played the first one, and I was not impressed. I played. Well, the thing is, I was impressed for the first, like, half hour, and then I got bored. Yeah. So since it was the demo, that's what I think you'll probably run into, but you should definitely try to rent it and give it a try. But it's one of those tactical shooters, and you send orders, kind of like Band of Brothers-y.
Yeah.
Is that about it? But it's future, or not future, but present day.
Well, I mean, but the crazy shit was like changing your point of view to satilates and changing,
UAVs,
controlling vehicles, and
it's very high tech.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it's like. Yeah, future war,
future soldiers.
Yes.
Probably not what's going on in Iraq.
No. Worms.
So that is coming out today. We're recording on Wednesday, so it is on Xbox Live Arcade as we speak. Yeah. By the time you get this on Friday, it will be out a couple of days, so give it a try. I'm really excited about this. It's going to be
fun
$10.
On the PC. Yeah.
Well, they've done they've kind of run the franchise into the ground as far as like all the iterations they've done. But the core gameplay of Worms is great because it's just a bunch of guys and you have different weapons.
Yeah, well, it all goes back to
cannon.
The ones with the
artillery. I mean, there's like 5 billion. Scorched Earth.
Scorched Earth. That's the one I was thinking of. Yeah, so it all goes back to Scorched Earth, and it's like that was just a great game.
Yeah,
80 billion years. Scorched Earth 3D Blue though.
I kind of liked it. I played it on my 286 way back in the day.
So it wasn't good to people that have taste in video games,
or people that just suck.
Oh,
whatever. Okay. So Worms is going to be great. It's $10, and you know what I think? I think this is going to be a good game for one of those like. I'm online. A couple of NooBToobers are online.
Yeah,
let's just play.
That's what I'm thinking. So we got the NooBTooB friend list is huge now. If you go to the wiki, we got everybody's gamer tags.
It's probably like over 30 people.
Yeah. So and everybody's friending each other on the Xbox Live. So once we start getting Worms, you can just start up a game, challenge a bunch of NooBToobers, talk mad trash on the forums.
Dude, I'm gonna be top of the list.
Oh, see, Yuzo's making bold claims.
You're going down.
You must dethrone him. And the last one, Wario Master of Disguise.
Yeah, so what do you know about this? I don't know very much.
Not much.
It's a DS game, sorry.
Yeah, it was... God damn it, now I can't remember. I read an early preview of it where they said it wasn't all that fun.
Yeah.
But I don't remember... but I mean, the Wario franchise, like, they tend to do, like, fun little, like, mini-games and stuff with them.
I don't know if this is that, though, because they have the WarioWare series, which is all the mini-games, and this is something else.
Oh.
So anyhow, I don't know much about it, but from what I've been hearing, it's the reviews have been pretty so-so.
Yeah.
But we generally get most DS games because they're pretty cheap for the most part, so we might give this a try for next week.
Yeah, so sorry, we don't know much about that, but we'll look it up and we'll talk more about it next week when it comes out.
Awesome. So we actually got through all of the games, and we're down to our main feature.
GDC!
Game Developers Conference!
Yeah.
Yo!
It is awesome.
Yeah, so the Game Developer Conference is held every year. Generally, it's been down in San Jose for a long time, and that's when you went.
Yeah.
They've been having it in Moscone Center up in San Francisco.
Yeah, I went back when I was in college, man. I went like...
Dude, that was a long time ago.
Jesus Christ, that was like 7 years ago.
Old. I know. Yeah, so it's pretty crazy. So we want to talk quickly about our impressions.
Attendance about 12,000.
Yeah, pretty huge.
It's a big conference. It's mostly aimed at game developers, which is actually really cool because it's got a really technical background to it.
Yeah, a lot of Caucasian men.
It's a sea of white dudes, which is unusual in the Bay Area for one thing.
San Francisco especially.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of white nerdy dudes.
Yeah, the only minority that was probably represented more than white is Asians. Mostly Japanese. A lot of Japanese. So
anyway, it's just massive conference, and it's all-day sessions. They got sessions on everything you can imagine. There's like the business side. There's like the programming
audio,
side.
The vision, graphics, everything. I mean, if you do anything with actually making games, then there's going to be a session for you. And there's also the expo floor, which we were really excited about. Then we found out that it's all like development tools.
Yeah, most of it was development tools. I mean, so we went around. There's a couple cool game demos, but and fair enough. Like, you know,
I mean, it's a game developers conference.
I mean, we're going there. We're like games. Like this conference is not for you. But there's all kinds of big announcements there. There's all kinds of and there's really good game footage of things like Mass Effect and Crysis and
like at the recruiting sections and things like that. But one of the cool things we did see, I mean, we saw some of the cool stuff that is used in game development, like the one guy with all the little white dots, mocap stuff.
Oh yeah, we saw some cool mocap stuff. We saw motion capture stuff in several different forms. One that I'd never seen before, which is you attach a suit to yourself with hydraulic pistons. So instead of detecting where the white dots are on your body, it actually feeds back your movement by how much the tubes are compressed.
Something tells me that's probably not going to work as well as the white dots.
Yeah, it's like steampunk mocap.
You have a little furnace on your back.
It's like people feeding coal in the
You have another guy going...
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, but the one with the white dots was great because they actually had like a ring of like these red emitting camera thingies all over the place. So the actual technology behind making games, if you're ever curious about it at all, I mean, you can see everything on the expo floor.
Yeah.
And we got paid. We got press passes.
And we got press passes. This was really funny. So we wrote to them. We're like, "Hey, we're a podcast. Like, how big are you?" We're like, "Hey, we're a podcast.
Look at YouTube. We got
look NooBTooB." So yes, they're like, "Hey, we'll give you one press pass," and we're like, "Oh, you're dicks."
Well, hey, at least they give us that. You gotta admit. So
we show up today, and Yuzo's like, "Hey, can we get another press pass?" So like, yeah, I guess why not?
I'm like, okay, sure. Well, actually, first they said no. They're like, "Hey, do you guys have any more press passes?" We're like, "Nah," and I'm like, "Oh." Okay, and I just kind of got my sad puppy dog face. I'm like, yeah, well, you know, we kind of want to record, you know, go to a couple of the different sessions and do that. And like, you sure you don't have any ones? And then they started getting flustered because they were trying to like handle like 2 or 3 people at once. And then she got like, just give him one. I'm like, oh, thanks, dude. I really appreciate it.
That's a lesson, kids. Be
nice.
Really annoying, and you'll get your way.
No.
Oh wait, sorry.
I was being really nice.
Oh, that's right. Be nice.
Just like with Vince.
Yeah.
Guys are so that's pretty much the show. I think we're going to want to talk about the games we played on the expo floor first.
So, well, either played or saw, because we didn't get to play God of War 2.
No.
It looks dope.
So God of War 2, as you all know, it's going to be the PS2 game. It's kind of like the last hurrah.
Yeah.
It looks really amazing. It still kind of looks like a PS2 game. There's some artifacts, right?
Yeah.
But for a PS2 game, it looked amazing.
Yeah, it did. It looks very good for PS2 game.
It looked like a shitty 360 game.
That's right. But I mean, we were watching the guy play, and it was just, you know, it was obviously very engrossing. I mean, you know, there's a lot of sneaky stuff, and it was
walking along those little like.
And there's a lot of stuff that I liked about the first God of War, which is the world is going on whether or not you're there.
Oh yeah,
so
totally.
He's like walking on this ledge above a bunch of stuff, and down below him there's a bunch of dudes fighting, and it's very
eventually
very much
you can get there, which is really cool,
like,
and then start fighting. Yeah. Which I love. Now, the thing about the walking those catwalks, I hated that in God of War 1. Because you'd be doing it, there'd be like blades swinging around. You have to jump the blades and then land and then balance. It's just like, it looks like you start out the first level with that. At least the demo level we saw.
Who would build a house with bladed walkways?
If you want to get from point A to point B, just walk.
Thanks a lot, Frank Lloyd Wrong.
Oh yes, falling water, falling blades. That's awesome. So God of War 2, and dude, when is it coming out?
Like next week, which is really funny. So we're watching this. It's like God of War 2 coming soon. I'm like, isn't that coming out like 4 days from now? But yeah, so we're going to be playing that and reviewing it as of next week or the week after.
Yeah, so maybe not next episode we'll be talking about it, but definitely
couple
one after
Wii
that.
games.
Dude.
Yeah.
Super Paper Mario.
Super Paper Mario looked good.
So like, yeah, I mean, what do you think about it, dude?
It looks really cool. So there's a lot of really innovative control schemes to it, where the guy is playing it with the Wii controller sideways, but we're talking to the developers.
Kind of like sideways, like how you have to play Sonic.
Oh!
Sorry, you were saying.
Yes. So yeah. Apparently, like you can grab the Wiimote and you're playing this sideways, and then you can show up, and there's secret stuff.
Yeah.
So you can actually turn the remote like a wand and like wave it around the screen,
like a spotlight or something,
like a spotlight. Yeah. And find stuff on the level. And
he was saying like sometimes you see something, but you wouldn't have the power or ability to actually do something. So one of the things the product testers said to us was that compared to the other Paper Marios, it's less RPG, more platforming.
Yeah.
So since you played the other ones, does that sound good to you, or does it sound not as good?
That does sound good to me, because the platforming stuff was really fun, where it's like you can fold yourself in a paper airplane and fly over here and do this and do that, and then kind of the leveling up ended up being more secondary. Like, God damn, I'm just going to stand here and fight a couple of guys until I...
Oh, so you got to actually grind in the Mario game?
There was a little bit of grinding.
Okay,
sometimes.
that's a little weird. But he did say that there was going to be shops, there's going to be... other RPGs, still
it looks
elements.
very polished. It just looks very clean.
Well, I mean, it pretty much was going to be on GameCube for the longest time, so they were probably pretty close to being done. And they said, "Oh, let's make it a Wii game," and then.
Which is interesting because they're not releasing it on the GameCube as well. It's like a Wii exclusive.
Yeah, they did that with Twilight Princess, but I guess it's a Zelda game.
Yeah.
But it looks really exciting, and I think it's going to be in April.
Yeah.
Sometime April.
We actually got to play.
The
Big Brain Academy on the Wii, and this is great.
Oh yeah. So as you guys don't know, so the Big Brain Academy is a kind of like a brain age brain training game, but they use the Wii remote so well. Yeah. I mean, you're doing things like what were some of the things like
it was a competitive.
And probably only one of the game modes too. There's probably a single player.
Yeah, but this is gonna be the best for parties.
It looks so much fun.
So there's stuff, and it's just like there's a bunch of bird cages zooming around the screen. Yeah. They're like, okay, they'll show you where the birds are, and they move them around. And like, all right, find the birds, and you're like, bing,
click,
bing,
click,
bing.
Click. Yeah,
you're very it's very interactive. Like you're sitting there standing next to the other person. You're just like you're solving puzzles. And
yeah, and one of the things that the one guy was saying was that it's basically kind of like WarioWare, but you have to have a brain to play it.
Yeah, it's true.
You got to think.
Because the thing that we said in our review of WarioWare before is once you get the games down, you play through a couple times, and you're like, okay, I get it. Like when the finger comes up, you shove it in the nose, and it's just like it's hilarious the first time. You're like, oh, this is great. And the next time you're like,
it was more work, right?
This is stupid. Well, and it's simple. It's not hard.
But it looks like with this, at least with the Big Brain Academy on the DS, you'd have there'd be like hit a couple of blocks to clear out and make this pattern.
Yeah.
But then there's difficulty levels.
Yeah, there'll be patterns. There'll be math. There'll be pathfinding. There'll be any number of counting and watching things, and it keeps you very engaged. And I can see you busting this out at a party.
Oh, hell
and people really get into it. They'll be very competitive.
Dude, do you think there'll be more than 2 players?
That would be awesome. I don't know how they do it, but
yeah. Well, the 2-player one. So the one thing that I really liked with 2-player thing is a race. So you say, I want to do 18 events, and then you have the events, and they split the screen on the side. So you have an event on your side, you have an event on your side. You'd be like doing it. If you finish, then you go up, and you have a little race marker. You'd be go up, 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 up. And we'll actually, while we're talking about this, you're actually gonna have a video of Tobin playing and kicking some guy's ass.
That's right. Sorry, we forgot to mention that. But yeah, while we were talking, we were playing the video that Yuzo got of me, and it's just,
dude, it's awesome.
Pwned him,
dude. You got like 8 or 9.
It was ridiculous. I had to hug him a little bit afterwards. And crying.
Hug it out. That's right.
Noob.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, the girl I was playing against too. Like she had played it like 4 or 5 times. I'm like,
yeah. She's like, you'll never beat me. And Yuzo's like, I like punching girls.
Yeah, I just totally kicked her ass. She's cute though.
All right, hit it.
Yeah. So, but I think in that build they said there was 40 events.
Yeah.
But that's that build, and I think it's coming out in June or July timeframe. And obviously, how many did the Big Brain Academy on DS have? A bunch, right? Like 50 or 70.
I think about 50.
So I'm really excited. I think it's going to be
it's going to be the party game.
It's going to be the best mid-season game that I can think of at the moment.
I'm probably not going to play it all that much by myself, though. Yet again, like most Wii games, I can't really imagine.
I'll probably play the single player all the way through, and then just once. Yeah. Did you ever finish Big Brain Academy on the DS?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you get gold?
Yes.
The coin counting?
Yes.
All right, just check.
I think I had Bates do it for me, actually. That coin counting one sucked. I don't know how to kill.
Oh, you're going down when it's... I'm going to choose all coin counting when we play against each other.
I hate your face.
Next up, Legend of Zelda: The Phantom Hourglass for the DS.
So the only thing they were letting us play was the multiplayer, and it was kind of cute.
It's cute, but it was like, I want to see Zelda.
Yeah. You know what we should do next? We should do tomorrow. We should just like quit out of the game and go back to single player. We're like, we don't care about.
I wonder if you can. I wonder if there's a demo of just the minigame.
All right, I'll do the Heisman on the guy, and you like, I'm just like, wow!
I'll like rip out the little thing. Yeah,
that's
definitely.
right.
Yeah,
we'll
definitely
take the game.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sure they
take the cartridge.
That would be awesome.
I mean, we'd never do that.
No, if you from Nintendo are watching this, we didn't take it. It's on us. But yeah, so it's kind of the minigame's a little weird because the cool thing is it is against each other.
Yeah.
Which was nice. But one person is Link, and you have to pick up Triforces, and another person is monsters, and like
you're actually sending the monsters after Link, so it's like
with path drawing.
With path drawing, it's kind of interesting. So if you're playing as Link, you're trying to just run around the map and pick up Triforces, bring them back, and then if you're playing the monsters, it shows you the map. You can see where Link is, and you take each monster.
No. You can only see where Link is when he's picked up the Triforce.
Is that true?
Yeah, and then
Link can only see where the monsters are when he picks up the Triforce.
It's both.
Okay.
Because like I was looking and I couldn't find him, and then all of a sudden I saw him and I'm like, and I started sending him after him, and then Link would then toss the Triforce away. He'd disappear.
Okay, so there's little bits of invisibility going on there. There's a clever little game elements, but you're dragging the monsters around. You say follow this path to get here, and then you're out of the control. Like it has to wander over there
until he picks up. Yeah.
So I think that people kind of like it'll be another one of these line games, right? So you're hanging out in line waiting for something. People do a pickup game of the Zelda thing.
Like the Super Mario one, I guess. Yeah. I never really played too much, but it looked great. I'm actually, I'm just dying to see the real game.
I know. We'll try and check it out tomorrow. We'll try and be a little sneaky.
Yeah. So the last thing.
The last one. This is weird. So
let's keep that video, I guess, right?
We've got a video, and we'll play it while we're talking about this. There's this company,
dude, Silicon Studio.
Yeah, they've got this face mapping software.
Yeah, and all they do is they have this camera, so they sit you down, they say, okay, hey, we're going to do this face mapping thing. All right, no problem. You sit down, you take one snapshot. It takes like 2 seconds, just like you're at the DMV and you're getting your license printed, right? Then you okay, wait about 15 seconds, and then on the screen you see this
3D head of yourself. So like you can see in the video,
me and
Yuzo's face. But the thing is they can play music, the heads will nod and smile, raise their eyebrows, laugh, turn from side to side. So here's a fucked up thing.
Yeah.
They take a 2-dimensional shot of your face and they render you from all angles. Like you can turn, like probably only maybe
like
45
all the way to
degrees.
The side, right? You're about like here, things like that.
It is by far the most realistic.
My God.
I mean, just quick. Like the fact that this is real time and the guy's just sitting there directing you like it's a symphony.
Yeah, he's probably just saying, okay, here's the script you run and do this.
Yeah.
And then look, he's starting to have us like bounce our head. He put sunglasses on us, like nice Top Gun sunglasses on us. We're like totally rocking out, and it's just like
it's amazing.
Oh my God. Hopefully, the minute, the video goes about a minute or something like that. So,
so that was very cool. That's just kind of, stuff that's going to show up in games later. Yuzo and I were talking about if they put that in Xbox Live.
Well, dude, they already have. So remember I was telling you, the Rainbow Six.
Well, but it's just your... Or do they actually move
So here's the thing. In Rainbow Six, they have a face mapping algorithm where you go there, you take a vision camera, you take your front shot, you take a side shot, you take another side shot.
Yeah.
They map it on your avatar in the game.
Oh, that's actually really cool.
And when you talk, I think your mouth moves. I haven't decided that. But it looks like garbage compared to what you're actually seeing on
So if they took something like Uno or one of these games where it's like people playing card games, you take one picture of your face and then it's just animated when you're talking on Xbox Live and it's like your fucking head at the table, like it's like you're sitting at a table playing cards with people.
It's true, but people do video Uno right now, so you don't even really need that.
So it'd be real.
Yeah, well, they do strip Uno now, dude.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't...
Do you know the kind of people on Xbox Live...
Have you seen a hot girl on Xbox Live ever?
If you could take off hot... Okay. And I still haven't seen a chick on Xbox Live, so I mean...
Yeah, you don't play enough Uno, apparently.
Apparently. I don't want to play strip Uno with a bunch of dudes.
No.
All right. Yeah. Enough said.
All right. Moving on. I think that would be it. So for the game, the expo floor had quite a few. We were pretty excited. Oh, wait, we forgot to mention the Crytek thing.
Oh.
Do we want to talk about the little demo video that we saw?
Yeah. There's a demo video for Crysis.
Crysis, that's right.
And wow. I mean, there's a lot of game footage for Crysis out on the net. You guys have probably seen this already. I'm not sure if we saw anything new, but we saw it all kind of combined into one.
Yeah.
And just go and download. Actually, I'll put some videos in here of the Crysis.
Yeah, anything that we can find,
gameplay.
you're going to be doing that. But what they were doing was they were actually showing the Crytek engine.
Yeah.
So they weren't even just saying parts of the game. They were saying, here's a little scene. Let's watch time of day, and all of a sudden, you know, like the sun goes, and just all the shadows are perfect. Everything is perfect.
But the what's that called? Not adaptive, but the like procedural stuff that they do with the people where they take there's a guy walking, and they take the plane that he's walking on, they tilt it forward and backwards, and he kind of leans forward and back like a human would, like he adapts to his environment. And you can imagine this with AI running down a hill, they're going to kind of slide and run.
And the animation looks clean. It looks like he is trying to run up a hill or whatever. And I mean, I'm looking so forward to Crysis now. I mean, I'm going to have to shell out maybe $5,000 for a PC.
Yeah, it's funny. We talk all this shit about how much the PS3 costs, and we're talking about Crysis, and it's like, well, Crysis, I'm going to have to buy a new PC.
For $2,000?
It's going to have Vista.
An 800 GTX.
A really nice video card, and it's like, God, we're a bunch of assholes.
It's weird, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm willing
But you can use the PC for other stuff. That's the thing. Is it would be my desktop for a bunch of other things.
But you can use the PS3 for a lot of stuff, like watching Blu-rays.
That's right. Yeah, but here's the thing: is I mean, we don't even have a release date for Crysis, and my machine's
this year sometime.
My desktop's getting old anyway. I mean, I would.
You only bought it last year.
Yeah, it's ancient. In computer years, it's like 10 years old
at least. But speaking of PS3, we had the PS3 keynote. Oh
big news.
Phil Harrison in the
news.
house.
So. They've finally released their Xbox Live.
Yeah,
retort.
PlayStation Homie. I mean,
PlayStation.
Sorry.
Yeah. So PlayStation Home is Second Life on the PlayStation.
Totally. I mean, you have your own avatars. You can buy clothing. You can buy furniture.
Yeah,
what? Dude.
But it looks good. So it's you log on and you can go into the home area, and every person gets their own personal area. So
would you use that?
I think that I would, because
like why? Like, well, I mean, because the thing is, like, you get an apartment, kind of like an MMO or something like that, right? And you can like buy stuff. But would you do that? Would you like spend like a lot of your time like collecting things and saying, "Hey, look at this new couch I got"?
Well, it depends what the use patterns are, right? Like, if you get to the point where you get a bunch of friends on the PlayStation 3, right, and you're like, "Hey guys, come check out my place," and they all come over, and you've got like pictures of your friends and family on the wall. You've got
that's true.
So here's the thing: is you can plug in your own personal media, so you can actually in the room of your house, you can have pictures of yourself, you can have full motion video, you can have trailers for movies you like, you can buy a pool table that you can play, you can buy stand-up arcade games that you can play.
Yes. So it turns into a game once you actually go to it.
Sure.
Right?
But
would you, I mean, you're explaining exactly what you can do, but would you do it is what I'm asking, because I think that's more interesting.
I would do it at least once. I don't know. See, I can't tell you. I can't tell you if I'd hang out there.
Because, like, I hear all this stuff, and I'm like, I really want to do this. I want to see the trophy room, which is, PS3's equivalent of achievements. I want to see all this cool stuff. We're being able to buy stuff, put pictures up. Like, I want a NooBTooB lounge.
That's the thing. So here's the thing: is you can get your own personal area when you like, but can you get group areas? Can you get a guild? So you've got
a lounge.
So you've got your guild, and you want to have a room that you guys can all hang out in, and like NooBTooB, like we got our podcast, right? Could you have a NooBTooB lounge where we can have pictures of all the fucking people?
How badass would it be? We'd have all these pictures. We would have like our latest episode playing on a Bravia TV on the corner.
Now how hot is that? Seriously, you can come over and sit down on our couch and watch the newest episode.
So
that'd be sick.
No, but that's the thing. So I love the concept of all this stuff, but will the implementation match it?
And it's not for forever. That's the other thing we didn't mention, is it's like not till September.
Well, no, just even like the basic is not for that. And they were saying at some point, they mentioned to a lot of the features, at some point you'll be able to do this.
I'm just saying, I'm getting all geeked about the features, and it's like 6 months from now.
Yeah, but were you planning on buying a PS3 before September?
I'm just saying I want to play with it now. That's all I'm saying. Just give me the shit. Like when you're talking about it, I want to play it right now. But anyway.
But dude, I mean, we can like go through the laundry list of all the different things, but I want to know like how you feel about it. How do you feel about the avatars, right? Like the avatars, you can like customize your face. You can like buy a new hat.
So that I don't care about. I've never cared about any sort of personal customization of my avatar.
Yeah, you have the same Xbox Live Gamer pick
that I had the day I bought it. Like I seriously, that is one thing that I don't care about. I care about the environment. So I care about the
what?
Okay, so if you walk up to a group of people and you've got your Bluetooth headset, right? I want to talk to people. I want to walk up and be like, "Hey, what are you guys doing? I just designed this new level in what was that weird thing called that they did? Like,
LittleBigPlanet.
LittleBigPlanet. There's this
Let's
other
go
thing.
Play.
Yeah, and you're just like, you can design these levels, and you're just like, "Hey guys, what's up? You want to go play this new level that I designed?" And they're just talking back to you, because right now
But can't you get that right now?
No. But in Xbox Live, you're looking at this window, and it doesn't feel like people are really there, right? Because it's asynchronous. You've got this thing.
So you kind of want that EverQuest feeling, that Second Life feeling of you're in a community. I can see somebody. Yeah. I see somebody moving around. There's that cool thing where if they have a Bluetooth headset, you walk, and the audio is proximity based. So you hear them talking louder as you get closer to them. And I think that's really cool. But does that really do it for you?
Well,
I mean, as far as having
there's things that I don't understand. Like, how big is the world, right? It's not like every PlayStation 3 owner in the world is in a room, right? They're like, hey, we're all hanging out. It's just like, are they going to be random rooms where they drop
gathering areas? There'll be, your own.
But I want it to feel big. I don't want it to be, you're in room 768. 4 other people are here. You know what I mean? Because that's what a lot of people have done. It's cheap. It's a sellout bullshit technique where they just say, okay, as soon as this room of 30 fills up, create another room, fill it with 30, create another room, fill it with 30.
But that's like chat rooms. That's like just how things work. You can't make something where every single person can talk to every single person.
Sure you can.
Well, yeah, you can do that on Xbox Live. Can you do that with avatars? With the technology today.
I'm just saying with Second Life, right? Like, you get these things where you have a big meeting room.
And guess what? When enough people come over, the server crashes.
Right, so fix it. We're going to fix it someday. Fix it now. Like, I'm just saying, that's the thing. That's the challenge, right? Like, Second Life sucks. That game fucking blows. Like, it looks like some vermal thing from 1998.
Oh, dude, this Sony Home thing looks so much better than Second Life.
So it looks great. I mean, so I'm just saying, these are the things that would interest me, where it's like, say that we had a Sony keynote at GDC. Can 1,000 people go sit in a room and watch it on a screen?
You have a Phil Harrison like avatar sitting there and he's talking.
People are all saying, like, if you look at our forums, everyone's like, I wish I could have gone to GDC. Why not make it possible?
That's right.
How much would they love it if Sony said, we'll make this possible for you. We're going to bring a couple of the lectures live. We're going to bring a couple of the keynotes live. You just log into your PlayStation and come and watch it. Like, make this a world that people want to be in.
Dude, all I've heard so far is potential. You know what I'm worried about?
It's all potential. It's going to suck on day one. Dude, the question is, like, what it's going to be.
The moment you get in, you're not going to be able to get into your apartment. Yeah. All of your stuff you bought will disappear.
Actually, what's going to happen is you'll be like, oh, look at this apartment. It's empty. Like, I'm going to go buy something and be like, one IKEA chair.
Yeah, and you have to spend $10 of real world money.
So, Yuzo and I are very excited about the possibilities, because this is the future, right?
I'm excited, but I'm so, you know what I mean? I'm excited. I really want to make this a reason why I want to buy PS3, but I'm so aware of, the dreams and how they will not be fulfilled.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And there's that stupid thing with the UI on top of everything. So if you have movies, like you were saying, it's awesome to have a movie on a TV and you walk in and the movie's playing. That's great. Now you have 20 movies on your 20 gig hard drive or something like that you want to play. They were saying like, oh, well, you just go walk into a movie theater, you see marquee, little posters on the wall, and then you use your avatar, you click on it or something like that, and then you watch the movie. I don't want this ugly 3D UI to interface.
If you want to pick a movie, you just want to pick a movie.
Or games. Like you were saying, like, I want to go to an arcade game in my apartment. I don't want that. I want a list of games. I want, like, Xbox Live Arcade and just click that. So they got to do the right balance, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. I can see that with the movies. I kind of like it with the games. I think that's kind of neat to have them in an environment where it's
sure. But movies is different.
Movies,
or music, for example. Would you want to like have these?
Yeah, exactly. It's like you have to go through a CD rack and you're like A, B, C.
Dude, they can sell you a CD organizer.
Oh, speaking of selling, so they were also saying that there's going to be billboards. You're walking around the world, and all of a sudden there's like a billboard. It's like, buy Resistance Fall of Man.
Yeah.
Although that's kind of cool now that I think about it, because
you can like go to it and click it, and all of a sudden you download
download it. So how hot is that, right? Where it's just cool. Like there's and it wouldn't. That's the cool thing about this is it doesn't have to be just a poster. You walk by and there's like full motion video of the gameplay, and you're like, oh, it looks kind of cool. Click, downloads demo. Let me go play it. I mean, it's potential. It's all potential.
It's all potential. I'm excited. I think. Remember how we were talking about like we needed something. We needed something to convince us to get PS3. And
the thing is I'm very skeptical because it's all potential, but the demo movies that we've seen, it looks good. It looks really good.
The game, LittleBigPlanet, looks like it would do it for me.
Yeah, so let's talk about that real quick. So LittleBigPlanet,
it's like Line Rider.
So you can design a full world with like this big physics engine, and it's kind of cool because you make all these cooperative puzzles where it's like you can be playing with four other people, and there's like a ball on a string, and like all four of you have to jump up and pull down on it, and it opens a door and stuff like that. So you can sit in there and tinker around, make some weird dinky level, just do a bunch of weird shit, and you're like, all right, this is kind of cool. Let me go out and grab some random people and be like, hey, you guys want to play something I just designed?
I'm a little worried about how they're actually going to do the user content and how they're going to spread it.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have people writing obscene things with 3D objects. They're going to say, fuck your mom.
Yeah, it's just like, you want to play this cool new game? I'm like, oh, that sounds great. You walk in, and it's just like a brick drops on your head, and it's like, you're a homo!
Yes, that would be so awesome. Because I mean,
and as soon as that happens like 10 times, I'm going to learn my lesson
and never play again.
Yeah.
Well, we were reading on the forums, so there was a great thread on our forums about PlayStation Home, and like a couple of people brought up some really interesting points. They're saying, look, the moment you do this, people are going to go in, people are going to be absolute dicks, just like on Xbox Live Arcade.
Sure.
People are being annoying. People are going to make avatars where their schlong is like hanging all over the place, slap you in the face with it or whatever. I mean, people are going to be obnoxious because that's what the internet does.
But you can probably limit a lot of this stuff to friends lists. You know, you can say, I'm not going to hang out in the scary public world. I'm just only going to talk to my friends.
I'm only going to go to the NooBTooB Lounge.
NooBTooB Lounge only.
That's right.
Because that's where all the cool kids hang out.
That's the future.
That's NooBTooB Lounge is the future.
Dude, I'm so excited. Dude,
that's going on our T-shirt.
All this shit I'm talking about it right now, like I'm worried. If they can do that, where it's a NooBTooB Lounge and you can get all of your friends to come in.
See, you can't call us haters. Like, we've been talking all this mad shit about the PS3 because there's been nothing worth playing on it, but if this is as cool as it sounds, we will just be drooling all over it. I'm telling you right now, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yes.
So
Sony, fulfill the potential.
It's all up to you, Sony.
And you will have my $600.
10 years from now when you roll it out, it's going to be awesome.
So with some of the other sessions, let's just go to those real quickly before we hit our voicemail. we got experimental games. You want to just go to that?
This was kind of cool. So there's this website called Clooney Games. It's KLOONIGAMES.com.
We'll have a link on the show notes.
We'll have a link on the show notes. So this guy is doing this really cool thing. He's rolling out a game that he developed in less than 7 days once a month.
So,
and they're cool. So I mean, it wouldn't be cool if they're dumb.
What's your favorite one?
So my favorite one so far was this one where it's like Satan's barbecue, and
wait, what?
It's called like the Devil's Barbecue or something. But the point is, you're the devil and you're having a barbecue and you're serving up kittens.
Tasty! All right,
but you can't serve kittens to people when they got hair on them.
Oh yeah, well, it doesn't taste.
So you're basically like holding this shaver thing, and like kittens are falling from the sky, and you're hitting them, and then it's like they're like meow,
and then they're hairless,
and then you have to like throw them off to the side for your friends to eat, and if you miss them, they fall into the flames, and you lose the kitty, and it's just like
you don't get as many points, you know.
Right, but this guy developed these in like 3 days.
I know.
So I mean, they're all ghetto, but they're really hilarious.
I was watching you play, and I was like, I want to play that.
Yeah. Yeah, so check it out. So there's this experimental game section where people have 15 minutes to pitch their games, and it was. I mean, if they have another one tomorrow, I'm going to camp out in there because it was awesome.
Oh yeah, it was like almost 2.5 hours, and every game got 15 minutes, which sounds so good.
The games were really cool. I mean, this was really cool. There's a couple other fun ones, but I just wanted to mention that one because check out his website, download his games. They're all developed real quick, and fun stuff.
All right, so I'll talk about this quick while you queue up the audio stuff.
Word.
So I checked out Xbox Live Arcade, how to pitch your game to Xbox Live. It was pretty cool. It was kind of interesting. They're saying all the cool stuff, and one of the things was about the achievements, which we'll talk about after the voicemail. But they're changing it, so that's pretty interesting. But it got a little boring, so I went and saw the Elite Beat Agents postmortem.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So they had the guy. So they had the guy, and he was talking about all the different stuff. But get this, he actually laid a bomb out. Like I never thought this would happen at any of the sessions because they're all like, "Oh, I can't talk about that. I can't talk about that." But the sequel is going to have a rival cheerleading gang.
That you like fight live?
Well, no. I mean, there's just other characters in the game, and you can play as them or whatever. So there's going to have their own storylines or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's like you heard it here first, maybe.
Yeah.
Yes.
NooBTooB exclusive.
Owen Don 2 is going to have a rival cheerleading.
Electric Boogaloo.
That's right. Did you like Elite Beat Agents?
I liked it. It was actually too hard for me. I'll say that straight up. Like I played about through maybe half of it, and I got to a couple levels where I just got really angry.
And you didn't like Owen Don, right?
I like that actually. I like that.
Okay.
I found Elite Beat a little easier to play because I knew the songs better.
Gotcha. So I think this is going to be Owen Don Part 2. So then I'll have to get Elite Beat Agents Part 2 and make all the American songs like Village People.
Yeah.
So let's hit up the voicemails. Who we got first?
Voicemail. So we got a guy that we're just going to call Yo. Because we don't know.
Yo, you guys should play Sonic DS. Well, it's actually called Sonic Rush for the DS. Sonic may suck now, but Sonic Rush is probably the best game since it's 2D game. But you guys wouldn't know that now, would you? Since you guys are fucking noobs. So go and get that game and play them so you know about it and its goodness. So, yeah. Play that game. I recommend it. For the DS. Peace.
Oh, I love that call.
NooBTooB is now hitting the thug demographic.
Hell yeah, dude! We're like Gamertag Radio.
Yeah.
So that is. Did you? So I played Sonic. You didn't play any of the Sonic games. I played Sonic Rush on the DS. I liked it a lot. It's great. I mean, 2D Sonic. That's the way to do it. 3D Sonic. Fuck it. Because the Dreamcast version was good though. It was pretty good.
All right.
But I give it a try. So I know I'm not a noob.
How long has that been out? Sonic Rush.
Oh, dude, it's old. It was like one of the first.
Okay, so I haven't played that yet. I should go get it.
You might like it. I mean, it's fast and all that. So, great. Thanks, yo. Pointing it out.
Yay! All right. So what else we got now?
Zombie
again. And I was wondering what you guys thought what the next big game would be. What's the next game everybody has to go buy? Like the next Gears of War, World of Warcraft.
So we want to say 1, 2, 3.
God of War 2. Probably.
Pretty easy.
That's the biggest thing that we're looking forward to coming up next that I can think of.
After that, I think it's going to be Guitar Hero 2.
Paper Mario.
Paper Mario. You're right. Guitar Hero 2, then Paper Mario.
Guitar Hero 2 is beginning of April, so that's actually really soon.
Yeah, we're pretty excited about that. I think middle of March is looking pretty good too. Oh, hey, the new Burnout is coming out pretty soon, and it's going to be like a real it's not going to be like play mission. It's going to be like a fully realized world. Yeah, so
Burnout Sandbox.
Burnout, yeah. What the hell is it called? Burnout something. But yeah,
Grand Theft Burnout.
Saints Burnout. Crack Burnout. Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So
that looks kind of cool. So those are the ones we're excited about coming up.
Yeah, and we will be covering them on NooBTooB just every week. We only talk about the next week's one because we want to keep it current. But those are the ones we're looking forward to.
Word. Okay, next up, Diablo Slayer.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Diablo Slayer 133 from the forums. I don't know if you guys heard about the new achievement things Microsoft is doing. They're gonna add 250 more points to each retail game they're gonna sell, and 50 more extra points for the arcade. So yeah, just let me know what you guys think.
Great. I'm down for it, man, dude.
Is that true?
Yeah, so I don't know about the 250 part, but I think we actually covered it before where...
Well, that's you buy it. You buy an expansion.
So I mean, let's cover the rules from the basics. So every single release game has 1,000 points. You don't have to,
potential points.
Potential points. You don't have to give them all at launch, but any sort of downloadable content which unlocks the rest of them, like with Crackdown, the last 100 has to be free. And I believe with any additional downloadable content, like with the Elder Scrolls Oblivion expansion, you can do an extra 250. So I know Bates will love that. Yeah, exactly. The other cool thing was the Xbox Live Arcade. So they mentioned this. They said the all arcade games can have an additional 50 points, but only 3 achievements.
But is that free? Like, are they just saying all of a sudden now every game has 250?
They have no restrictions on. No. So this is every game, as you know, has 200. Every Xbox Live Arcade.
They're going to go back and
so they can say you can add an additional 50 points with downloadable content, and that can be for free or for pay.
So it might be that you have to pay for another couple of points on like Geometry Wars or
something. You don't have to, but that's the whole thing. The only restriction...
Better be new content, though. It wouldn't be like you just download the potential to get more achievements. That would be retarded.
Well, they'll just change... Right, you can just have another thing that you have to do in the game.
No, but I'm just saying, like, Geometry Wars, the game doesn't change to, like, for $1 you can unlock 50 more achievement points. That'd make me angry. Where it's like they're not adding a new enemy or a new level. Or,
I never thought of it like that.
You need to have new content because I mean, if you're just saying you got to buy the potential.
What about with Crackdown? What happens if they didn't add any content whatsoever, and with the extra 100 points, which is free, they just allowed you to do something else in the game to get those 100 points?
That's fine. Okay? I'm just saying you can't charge me for extra points without any more content.
I see. Yeah. And that would be screwed up. So let's not do that. And one thing that kind of annoys me though is that you know how Xbox Live Arcade has only 12 achievements?
Yeah.
You only get 3 achievements for those 50 points. I hate 50-point achievements. Those piss me off.
Yeah.
I want more
granularity.
Yeah, and we don't get that.
Lots of small achievements.
Yeah, that's kind of one of my big complaints right now.
Because we want that little thing to come up.
I know.
I want the 201-point achievements. Where I'm playing. They're like, you turned on your Xbox. It's like, boom.
It's like, yes! You press start. Boom. I want to hear it. It's like crack.
Yes.
Dude, and with freaking DDR with a 50-point points achievements.
Yeah, there aren't very many, unfortunately. Yeah. So, we want more small achievements.
Yes.
Last one, Deadlock.
Hey, YouTube, it's Deadlock.
YouTube?
Hey, just joined your guys' site a little bit a while ago. Thought it was pretty cool. I was wondering, I know you guys made a couple of comments about how Halo 3 and Halo first-person shooters might not be too cool, but I also heard that Halo 3 might have a third-person shooter coming out for it, so if you guys find that interesting, maybe you should take a look at it. Might bring you back on the whole subject of Halo. So, hope to see you guys sometime on the show or in your next episode. So, it's Deadlock Locked Out.
Oh,
that's cute.
So cute.
I think you will see us sometime on the show.
Yeah. on YouTube.
On YouTube.
No, sorry. I mean, we kid because we love. But we've been talking about Halo. I think we've run the whole Halo train to the ground, but this is new.
And it may not be true because I've never heard it before. But
so we've been asking for a link.
So if you can actually do this, where you're playing and you can switch between first and third person mode, then all of a sudden you've sold me because I am digging the third person shooter action.
We've said it before. We said it again. I mean, if Halo is third person, we'll play it. If it's first person, I might play it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of just how it boils down.
I hope it's true.
Yeah, I mean, this is the whole thing. It sounds like a rumor to me. I haven't seen it anywhere else online, so please send a link and confirm.
Yep. And the last one.
Last one?
Hey,
yes.
This is Omega 2K3. I was just calling to say that I just got the free runner achievement.
Well, good for him. That's great. That's great. Wait, hold on.
No, what's next?
Do we have any more?
Well, congratulations.
There's one more. Yeah, congratulations.
Hey, Yuzo, this is Omega 2K3. I just wanted to say that
sounds familiar.
Yeah, got the free runner achievement.
Oh,
yep,
wait,
500.
I'm fondling my balls.
Oh,
God.
Oh my God, Niall, I should kill you. I was calling because the other one was messed up. Now I have to do it again. Thanks, Sean. I hate you. I hate you so much.
I love you too, Matt.
God, I hate you.
Wait, did he say he got the lick my balls achievement?
I think so.
I didn't get that
I think
one.
it was the fondle my balls.
Fondle my balls.
Yeah, that's great.
I don't understand. What just happened?
I don't know.
That was just kind of weird. Let's just move on. That was just kind of strange.
Hey, Tobin. Hey, Yuzo. This is Omega 2K3.
Wait, what?
I was just calling to say I got the free runner achievement. Yep. 500 agility orbs. Suck it. Suck it hard.
Suck it.
Yeah, suck it.
Dude, Omega, your friend's hilarious.
And making me a little uncomfortable.
Yeah,
I feel like he might be outside my house tonight.
Yeah. So I guess he got 3 free runner achievements.
Yeah.
500 agility orbs.
And the ball fondling achievement. There was the suck it achievement.
Yeah,
apparently
that's at
lots
least
of achievements
20 points.
So I guess 2 lessons to be learned here. So first lesson is practice before you call in. Don't practice on the phone line, or we will play all of your messages and make fun of you.
And the second lesson, of course, is after doing it, don't send a message to us saying, please don't play those, because that's just going to make us play them, because it's hilarious.
and the third one is your friend's creepy.
Yeah, he's pretty funny.
He's pretty funny.
Yeah. We should have him call in next.
Right, yeah, get your friend calling again. It'd be a running joke.
That's right.
So congratulations, that was a hard achievement.
Hell yeah.
After we pissed all over you. Well done, sir.
Nobody did the whole, yow, did they?
Yeah, I think that it's starting to fade.
That's okay, though. You know, I'm kind of I'm liking the mix. I'm liking we have the whole gangsta, thing. We have the guy that likes to do it 3 times.
Right.
Yeah, it's looking good, dude.
Well done. All right. That is it for voicemails.
Dude, and I think that's it for the show.
I think that's all we got. That is our show for the week, folks.
Hell yeah.
So please check out our website at NooBTooB.com and leave us feedback on the forums by clicking the big red link at the top of the page.
And also be sure to subscribe to our podcast by clicking the iTunes link at the top of the page.
Word.
And if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to click on the big orange button which says subscribe.
Right there.
Or over there. And I think that might be it. So that's all for this week. I am Yuzo Watanabe.
And I am Tobin Kozai. Our audio engineering for NooBTooB is done by Range Girly Arm Strunk.
Oh no! Thanks for listening, man. See you next week.
新年明けましておめでとうございます。明けましておめでとうございます。うららかな春の訪れ昨年同様、今年もどうぞよろしく。昨年同様、今年もどうぞよろしくお願い申し上げます。